It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
Today's Awkward Tuesday phone call is going to be a doozy.
Oh.
And I don't say things like doozy ever.
Yeah.
So that should show you how crazy it's going to be. If you remember last week on the show, one of our listeners named Alicia emailed us because she was looking for some advice. She was confused on whether or not she should tell her husband that she had made plans to go out to dinner and catch up with an ex-boyfriend.
I remember
I had
this.
so many people stop me, literally stop me on the street and say, what was that crazy woman's problem?
Me too.
Apparently, her ex made reservations at the restaurant where they had gone on their first date.
Yep.
And also suggested that she wear an outfit that he really liked and remembered from back when they were dating.
Oh, bad news.
We told her it's probably a bad idea to go through with that and not tell your husband. It's not fair to not tell him. And then this happened.
You guys are causing so much drama right now. You're attacking me. I called because I was trying to prove to my girlfriends that this wasn't a big deal. And you guys are making this a big freaking deal.
So obviously she didn't like our advice and said it didn't matter what we say because her and her ex are just friends, and she swore nothing was going to happen, and she definitely was going to go through with the date and not tell her husband because she didn't want to make a big deal out of it. Well, after that aired, guess who sent us an email regarding the situation? Alicia's husband, who apparently heard the segment.
Oh my God.
And now
Oh, God, we're in the middle of, marital drama.
he wants to do an Awkward Tuesday phone call. His name is Matt. Matt, thank you for your email. Thank you for agreeing to do the Awkward Tuesday phone call. How are you?
I guess I'm okay, guys. How's it going?
Not too bad. Hey, I'm sorry you had to hear about it this way.
Yeah, it could have gone a lot better.
Did a
finding out
friend
this way.
did a friend tell you to listen to it online, or did you actually hear it as she had called in live, like driving to work?
A friend of mine told me that it was on there, so I did check it out online.
Now, if I had heard this and it was my wife or girlfriend and I heard they were going out with their ex and not telling me about it, I would have been fuming. What were you feeling when you were listening to it?
I kind of couldn't believe it, you know? I was just a little bit in shock and disbelief, I guess. I mean, I know my wife would never cheat on me, but I just couldn't believe she would keep it a secret from me. That just blew my mind.
I think that was my biggest issue is, look, if people want to be friends with their exes and go out to dinner with their exes, why? But, I mean, the fact that she wouldn't tell you was what was disturbing to me.
Yeah, that was what bothered me also. We do our best in our marriage to not keep any secrets from each other, and this is clearly a violation of that.
Is this the first time that something like this has happened where she's not told you something?
As far as I know.
Right.
I mean, we've been married for 2.5 years. This is definitely the first that something of this magnitude has come along, so...
I mean, are you okay with her being friends with her ex?
You know, she does have another ex-boyfriend that she's friends with. I have an ex-girlfriend that I'm friends with. It's no big deal.
Right.
You know, the idea doesn't necessarily bother me, but definitely some of the details about this guy's dinner plans, as well as the fact that it's being kept a secret, definitely have gotten under my skin a little bit.
So you emailed in, and our producer Boyd, called you and asked if you would do an Awkward Tuesday phone call, and you agreed. Does that mean that you want to call the guy or you want to call your wife?
I want to call my wife.
Right.
Oh, God, okay.
Man, I was hoping for the guy.
Dude,
And why do you want to call her? What do you want to say to her?
I want to confront her about the dinner. I want to find out what happened on the dinner. She went ahead and they went out.
Oh, she did it? I mean, it's happened already?
It happened, and I didn't say anything about it to her because I wanted to see what she was going to do. And, you know, she told me she was going to hang out with her girlfriend.
Oh, she straight up
So-
lied.
He knew.
Yeah, and you knew what she was doing the whole time. How do you know? Well, how do you know that that was what she was doing that night?
Because she ended up wearing the outfit
Oh
that
my
this guy
God.
asked for.
How do you know that was the outfit?
She made mention of it like years ago, and she's probably forgotten about it, but she told me at one point, she was like, you know, that guy used to really like this dress or whatever. What do you think? I'm like, it's fine. And, I don't think she's ever worn it since then.
So she busts out this old dress that she used to wear with her ex-boyfriend. I'm going out with my girlfriends tonight. And the whole time you know exactly what she's doing. How did you even bite your lip?
It was really hard. It was really hard to not say anything. It was really hard when I know all the details of what's going on in that. But I trust her, and I just kind of had to let her do what she's going to do.
Wow.
What are you? You are so calm right now. Like, I am fired up for you. How do you trust her when you know she's flat out lying to you?
Yeah.
I guess it's just something that you establish some trust before you get married to someone, and I do trust her.
Now, it's your wife, so I don't want you to be offended by this, okay? But the fact that she would go out with her ex and then go to this restaurant that they went on their first date to and then dress in the dress that he wanted her to, is she the kind of girl that loves attention like that?
I don't think that she does want the attention. From listening to it online, I think she just kind of thinks it's not a big deal.
I mean, you think that this guy has other intentions, right? Because that's not something that you do with a friend. You don't say, let's go down memory lane to our relationship past.
No, I know he's got an agenda. I mean, he's a guy. I'm a guy. I know exactly what he's thinking. I don't think she's aware of it, and I think, she just decided to keep it to herself.
Wow.
Oh, your wife got pretty upset at us when we talked to her.
And the listeners.
I'm guessing when you call her, she's not going to take it super calmly.
You know what? I have no idea what she's gonna, how she's gonna react.
Yeah, go one of two ways. Either she gets pissed at you, which she really shouldn't. That's a bit of a double standard, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Or she just kind of gets sheepish about it and tries to apologize and backpedal, which will be fun to listen to either way. So thank you for agreeing to do this Awkward Tuesday phone call. We'll play a song, come back, and then you can make your phone call, okay?
Great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man, hang on.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
There's only one song that I think I could start the Awkward Tuesday phone call with that really encapsulates what today's call is about. That's right.
Sad.
It stings a little bit. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. This is the second part of today's Awkward Tuesday phone call if you're just joining us. Last week on the show, we talked to a girl named Alicia. She's been married for 2.5 years, and she got an email from her ex that she hasn't talked to in a long time. He wanted to go get reacquainted over dinner. She said yes. And then he was like, I made reservations at the restaurant we went to on our first date. And then he also requested that she wear an outfit that he really liked from when they were dating. We aired that phone call. People got really pissed, including her. She got pissed at us, said she was going to go out with the dude no matter what and not tell her husband about it. That was the big issue. Should she tell her husband or not? She said she was going to do it and not tell her husband because it's not a big deal. Well, somebody forwarded that podcast from our website onto her husband, and he heard it, and he emailed us. We talked to him, and he agreed to do an Awkward Tuesday phone call. So he's about to call Alicia and tell her that he knows she went out with her ex-boyfriend. Matt, are you ready to give Alicia a call?
Yeah.
Oh, can I just ask? I mean, when she went out on that date, is what I'm going to call it, what were you doing all night?
I stayed home and watched a movie, and I did find myself pacing. But, on the good side, she didn't come home at like a really crazy hour or anything like that. She was home at a pretty reasonable hour.
That's
Okay,
nice.
that's
yeah,
good.
if she had gone out with her ex and then came back at 2 a.m, hair disheveled, holding her shoes in her hand, you'd be like, all right, this relationship should probably be over. Because you said that you trust your wife and you don't think she would cheat on you at all. You think that she's a bit naive about the situation in thinking that her ex didn't have an ulterior motive in going out with her.
That's exactly what I think.
Okay, well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and let you make your Awkward Tuesday phone call, okay?
Great.
Here we go.
Thanks, guys.
Hello?
Hey, baby.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just calling to see how your day is going.
Oh. Nothing too exciting. Just meetings this morning.
Right on. Right on.
What's up? You sound weird.
Do I? I don't
I don't know. You just sound off.
feel weird.
What's going on?
No, nothing really. Hey, I wanted to ask, how was Saturday hanging out with your girlfriends?
It was good. Regular. We went to that Mexican place.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Well, it was good. Wow, what is going on? What are you doing?
No, nothing's going on.
How's work?
What's that?
How's work?
We'll get to that in a second. I want to ask you about this. So, it seemed unusual. Like, you wore, like, a really nice dress I haven't seen you wear in years out to that place. It seemed, like, kind of dressed up for Mexican.
I don't know. I just put it on. Why? What is going on? What do you care about what dress I wear?
I was just curious. I haven't seen you wear that dress in a long time, I guess.
What, are there new rules in our house? You have to approve what I wear?
Baby, is there anything that you want to tell me?
I love you, but you're acting like a weirdo this morning.
Anything else about that night that you need to tell me?
No. There's nothing else.
Really?
What are you getting at? What's going on?
There's nothing that you want to tell me about that night.
What do you, just ask. Just ask. Whatever you're trying to ask, just ask.
I know that you didn't go out to dinner with your girlfriends on Saturday.
What?
I know that you went out to dinner with your ex-boyfriend on Saturday.
How do you know that?
It doesn't matter how I know that. You lied to me. To my face.
I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you.
You didn't lie to me. You told me to my face that you were going out to dinner with your girlfriends, and then you went out to dinner with your ex-boyfriend. I'm pretty sure that's the definition of a lie.
I omitted the truth. That's what I did. Like, I wasn't trying to, like, create a big...
You told me you were doing something that you weren't doing.
I just didn't want you to get upset. You're upset right now, right?
I want to know what happened in your date.
It wasn't a f***ing date. What are you talking about? It was me connecting with an old friend. That's it.
An old friend that happens to be your ex-boyfriend, and that you lied to your husband about going to see him.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you, but it wasn't a f***ing date. Like, I don't understand why you can't get that. It would be the same thing if I met up with an old female friend and went out to dinner with them.
It would be weird to me if you went out with an old female friend and lied to me about it. It's 10 times as up that you went out on a date with your ex-boyfriend wearing a dress that has sentimental value between the two of you, and you lied to your husband about it.
Where the is this coming from? How the do you even know this?
That's what you're concerned about.
Yeah, I want to know where this
how I found out that you lied to me.
Like my email and my Facebook.
Why do you? It doesn't matter how I know. I know.
Well, I feel weird that you know this information.
I know you lied to me and went out with your ex-boyfriend.
Oh my God! It was a f***ing catch-up. That's it. We went out. We had dinner. I thought it was going to be fine. He was a f***ing weirdo. P.S. That's all I'll say about that. He was a lunatic, and I left, and I came home to you.
How was he a weirdo? How was he a lunatic? What happened?
Because I went to dinner with him thinking, okay, like, this is an old friend. We're just going to catch up. He starts talking about the dress and how he's going to take it off me at the end of the night. And that's when I was like, yeah, check, please. Got to go.
How do you not know that he has an agenda when he asks you to wear that dress?
Because I tried to have faith in people, okay? And all my friends said that you were going to make this a huge deal, and that it was a huge deal, and I should tell you. I even called some stupid radio show about it, and they were to me.
Awkward.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
Oh, my God. Now, what did you do?
Alicia, how are you?
I mean,
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
I've missed you. Alicia, I've missed you since we last spoke.
For 1 second.
hey, Alicia.
Hey, Alicia, this is an awkward Tuesday phone call. Your husband heard you on with us the other morning and emailed us, and we convinced him to do an awkward Tuesday phone call to tell you that he knew where you went.
Idiot, Matt.
He's the idiot. How is he the idiot? Alicia, you're the one that started this whole thing.
I never should have called you guys in the first place. Never.
You know what, Alicia, you're actually right. Well, you never should have lied to your husband in the first place.
Yeah,
and then none
there
of these phone calls...
Lie to my husband.
Well, none of these phone calls would have ever happened. Your phone call with us and then the awkward Tuesday phone call would have never happened.
Matt, what the these people are morons. Why did you call them?
Why did you call them? I didn't start this. You're the one who made the decision to go out with this dinner, and you're the one who made the decision to get these guys on the radio involved in this in the first place. This is all
My
you.
stupid f***ing friends made me call. They were like, oh, they'll help you decide. They'll help you learn the truth. They'll help you figure out, if it's good or bad. Well, it was a bad decision to call them.
I think we helped you learn the truth, though.
Yeah.
I think you figured out it was a bad decision to go on this date with your ex-boyfriend.
It wasn't a date. I can't do this. I have to go to work.
But Alicia, he obviously thought it was a date. Now, I'm not expecting you to call us and tell us that we were right, because we were, even though you called me an old married hag, and I'm still upset about that last time we
I'm an
talked.
old married hag, so shut up.
But you have to take some responsibility at this point. Don't you want to apologize?
You know, absolutely not. You're still an old married hag.
To your husband!
No, I still don't want to apologize to him. I didn't do anything wrong.
You lied to him.
Wow.
But she didn't
Oh
cheat
my
on him.
God, you guys! I didn't lie to him. I was preventing him from having hurt feelings.
Are you ever wrong, Alicia? Ever?
Oh, why? I'm not wrong about this.
You are wrong about it because your ex-boyfriend hit on you like we all said he was going to.
And I walked away from that. You guys all thought that I was gonna sleep with him or something. That never even crossed my mind.
Alicia, they have a f***ing point. You should have listened to them.
Now you're on their f***ing side, really? Oh my God! Now I don't even know who to trust.
You don't know who to trust?
Nobody knows how it goes with trusting you, Alicia, at all.
Yeah,
You guys are jackasses. Okay, I can't stay on the phone with you. You guys are f***ing idiots.
Whoa.
That's twice in a row she's hung up on us.
Rude.
Man, the first time we talked to her, she hangs up on us, and then this little thing happens, and she hangs up on us. Matt,
Oh, Matt.
are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Man,
Sorry, bro.
How are you
I am
doing?
sorry, bro. The bright side is she learned her lesson. At least I think that she knows that this guy was trying to hit on her the whole time. So maybe she got that through her head. The
Yeah,
thing that I think you need to figure out, though, is getting her to apologize and admit that maybe she was wrong for lying to you.
yeah, exactly. That's the only really concerning thing. I mean, I didn't really think anything would happen between the two of them. I'm glad to hear that it didn't.
Yeah.
She has this difficulty, as you could tell, with accepting responsibility.
Nah, I couldn't tell at all, Matt. Not one
She's
bit.
very subtle about it.
Yeah.
Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm all right. I think she and I are just going to need to sit down and talk this through, probably, without your help.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, no, hey,
Good idea.
if you want, I could come over. We could all sit down around the dinner table and discuss this as a group, just the three of us.
Oh, man.
If you'll wear that one dress.
Definitely will.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.